Who
Just
really
hit
cares?
record.
It don't matter.
Doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter. Come here.
So yeah, here we are
There he
again,
is.
and we
Just
are.
warm for the soul.
Let me take a little. Oh, I forgot to turn off the.
The fan.
We got it. Well, I don't want to turn it off all the way. I just want to turn it lower. I still like that little breeze between my thighs. You know what I mean?
Oh.
We are
Speaking
being
of a breeze between your thighs.
Whoa! Speaking of a fresh breeze between your thighs, we are being joined today by a very special guest. This is Ty Buster Cox. Ty is a young up-and-coming producer. He's a creative mastermind. He's an absolute badass.
Built different.
He's built differently.
Constructed
He has
outside
dreadlocks.
of the parameters.
Dreadlocks.
He has dreads, which is the coolest. It's the only reason we really had him on. None of that other stuff
Yeah.
matters.
Makes
But the
sense.
fact that he had dreads, that's why he's on the podcast.
So if you have dreads, you can get on the podcast.
So hey, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Let everybody hear that sexy voice of yours.
This sexy voice of mine. You
Yeah.
think it's sexy, really?
I think. Well, I mean, when I hear our voices, like when we were doing mic checks, we were like, check 1, 2, check, and then you were like, check 1,
He's got that light skin.
check 1, 2.
That light-skinned voice.
Oh dear God.
the way.
So thanks for being on the podcast, man.
Thanks for having me, Ryan.
Sorry for kicking your knee. I'm trying to. I always have to like
kick your
really.
knee.
I gotta really pay attention to how I'm sitting because on the first few podcasts that we recorded, I looked really fat.
Really?
Yeah, I looked. I looked humongous, and so now I'm trying to like huge. I'm
Huge.
trying not to look so
Well,
big.
the camera adds 10 pounds.
That's
You know
true. Yeah. So the camera angle now is even like kind of tilted up and.
Oh,
Here, let's hold hands. We're gonna hold hands behind your back.
oh.
Hello. I got your weenus.
What are you working on right now, man?
What am I working
Ty
on?
is a music guy. He's a big music
I'm a music
mastermind.
guy.
He's got a little studio in his room.
I do have a little studio in my room.
We've recorded some things that we never finished.
Oh, yeah. That was ages ago. That was
That's
in my
on me.
little...
That's on me.
It's on me, too.
I mean, I never came back to finish it. So, like, you know, you
I
live
never
there.
really worked on it. So
That's right. Have you changed up the studio?
I've changed it a little bit. So it's in my bedroom. You know, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bedroom studio. So I've shifted around my bedroom a little bit.
Yeah.
I got some new speakers.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Way new microphone, which is pretty cool. It sounds pretty crisp. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. That's maybe about it. I'm working on soundproofing my room. That's like the next step. Maybe like a laptop to just take my work elsewhere.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Go mobile.
Yeah.
Go mobile.
We're going mobile.
Right now, it's very restricted to like whether or not I'm at home. If I can work at music.
Okay.
On music, my bad. So the next step for me is really just like taking it mobile. So like I could be at a coffee shop, or
That's the way.
when I'm not doing anything at work, I'll just hop on my laptop or something.
Skirt.
Just make some do. You could do what? What's his name? There's multiple people who do this. I think Charlie Puth does this a lot, like on talk shows and stuff, where they're like, "Can you just like make something right now?" And then he's like, "Yeah, check this out," and he'll like pull out his thing, his audio. No, he won't pull out his thing. He'll pull out like the little audio recorder, and he'll like put it up to his zipper, and just be like, Zzz, and then he'll just like mix it on the spot.
It's crazy how he does that.
And you're like, come on.
Come on.
Come on,
Forget
I
about
really
it.
don't like Charlie Puth's TikToks.
Oh, his
Oh,
TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, okay.
They're so cringe.
Okay.
I haven't watched his TikToks. I've just seen the clips of him on talk shows and stuff.
Those are kind of cringy too.
Oh, really?
He's like a creative genius. Like honestly, musically, he's like really talented. He could like know any note off the top of his head. Just like no matter the sound, he knows what.
Is that why it's cringe? Because he's so smart?
It's a little bit cringe that he talks about that a lot.
I
Like that's
see.
all he ever talks
I
about. But it's
see.
cringe the music he makes with all that creative genius. Do you know what I mean? His music's the most generic pop crap you've ever heard.
Dang.
Charlie Puth, come on the podcast,
blast.
bro. Come on the podcast and smack back at our boy Ty.
No, I appreciate him as an artist and like he's doing great. So like respect and love, but like he could do so much better.
I see what you're saying.
He
I
could
see.
be
It's
the
not.
next like Hans Zimmerman, but like
Wow.
but he's like not even at Drake level yet.
Yeah, there's a big difference between saying that somebody is trash and saying that they could do so much more because of how smart they are.
Right.
Yeah, I hear that. So if Charlie wants to come on the pod and slap back at Ty, that would be super sick. We're here.
That would be super sick.
Docs and Crocs.
But more importantly than Charlie,
Yeah, this is big.
this is the most important
and if
question
you've listened
you're
to any
ever
of our
gonna-
podcasts, you know what's coming.
Oh, I think I know.
What are your shoe nouns?
Identify your shoe nouns.
I
I'm
didn't know they
Docs,
were
he's
called
Crocs,
that.
and you are.
Yep. Ooh, that's a great question. I saw, what was it, Matthew?
Yeah.
I saw him answer this. He was a hiking boot.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the shoes I have on now.
Okay.
They're some pretty
Again, Feet Finder
Swayze.
for free.
Oh dear. So what do we call those?
Free
We just call
content.
them Nikes.
These are Nike Blazers mid.
Glazers.
Docs, Crocs, and Blazers.
Yeah.
But honestly, I wouldn't mind being like a Chelsea boot. That would be kinda
Oh,
cool.
that
Wow.
yo.
Are you
Check-
wearing
I'm wearing some. I'm wearing some Chelsea boots right now.
Chelsea-
Well, these are some knockoffs. These are some.
Yeah.
These are some Belsey coots. These are some Belsey coots. This is Chelsea's
I got it.
weird sister,
Oh, he's wearing Crocs.
Of course.
Zelsi.
Do you know?
Do you wear it every podcast?
Yes, I wear it every
I know. I'm
time.
not wearing Docs right now. That's a. I violated
Misrepresenting the
the.
brand.
You guys like the backdrop?
It's great. It's me.
I put a
Oh.
backdrop on the thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's new?
I mean, we've had
It
it since
looks great.
episode 2, so we're gonna update it soon. I still have my cast on in that video.
Oh, you do.
I broke my pinky right as we were starting a podcast, so I had to look like a loser for the first couple episodes. It's super lame. So I need to correct something that I said on the last podcast real quick.
Yes.
First of all, do you know who Jeffrey Dahmer is?
Yes.
Of course you do.
Not supposed to be.
Jonathan didn't know who Jeffrey Dahmer was.
No.
Dahmer?
No.
And then as I was giving him information, I misspoke. So I need to cover my misspeaking. So when I was talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, I mixed him up with Ted Bundy. Have you heard of Ted Bundy?
Yeah. Played
Ted-
by Zac Efron.
Yes, played by Zac Efron. but the real life Ted Bundy was the heartthrob.
Got it.
So what he would do was like lure and murder women, like tons of women.
Just
but
starting
women
off
were
on a
madly in love
really
with him.
good note here.
They were like Ted Bundy is so freaking hot. There's no way he's a murderer. So he was just soaking it up. Like he was on TV for his trial, like smiling and waving to the cameras. Like he was the heartthrob. He was the one where women were just like picketing, like think he didn't do it. He's so sexy. But he like murdered tons of women. But Jeffrey Dahmer was just an absolute creephead
I see.
whose trial was also a really big deal. But he liked dudes.
Yeah, he liked dudes.
So, and he would eat
think
them.
you guys would-
He would lure dudes, kill them, eat them, keep their parts. He was the crazy one. So
Yeah, he was crazy.
anyway,
Is this all you guys talk about?
no.
Murder?
Oh, definitely not.
So
No.
like every other episode's murder.
Well,
or-
I mean, people love it. I don't know. If we talk about murders,
the
people are like, oh
views.
wow. But
Gets
no,
the
we're
views.
if you ever listen to our intros, we are pop culture,
pop culture.
current events,
Current events.
and just whatever the hell else.
Yeah.
Just whatever, you know.
So
Nice.
under the last category, give me a top 5 movies
Top 5 movies.
on the spot.
Yeah, right now.
Right now.
Megamind.
Mega. Oh wow.
Okay.
What?
One of my favorites.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say it's the best movie ever, but it's one of my favorites.
I mean, this
Th-
is your top
this
five.
This is your top
This
five.
is
you.
Yeah.
Shoot. I want to say a Will Smith movie, but I don't know which one. Probably like I Am Legend or something.
Okay.
That one's cool.
Solid
Megamind, I Am Legend.
Solid pick.
I can't even think of movies right now. What have I seen recently? What came out recently? The new Mario movie's out.
Oh yeah, did you see
I
that?
haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
Have you seen it?
Apparently, the song with Bowser talking about Peach is
Oh,
the
I saw that
biggest
clip,
like.
and that was amazing.
Yeah.
Jack Black.
Jack Black's like singing his heart out as Bowser about Princess Peach.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So he's in love with her.
Yeah.
He's like
Is that the
love it.
real? Is that canon?
I don't know.
Has that been canon until right
I
now?
mean,
or-
why else would you
What?
keep kidnapping a girl?
Yeah.
And in the video games, like some of them, he's trying to marry her.
Oh,
Like, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I've played a little bit of Mario. I never really played.
I played
Embarrassing.
Mario 64.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
And I played Mario Kart. That's it.
Yeah.
So in Super Paper Mario for the Nintendo Wii, Princess Peach and Bowser get married to start the apocalypse of Pixel Town.
They get married.
Yeah.
Willingly?
Do they consummate?
And then
Do you think she'd survive that or?
And then in Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2, it's the same sort of thing.
here.
It's like that scene from one of the Avengers where they imply that Natasha and Hulk.
Oh.
Ooh.
Anyways, yeah, we'll move on from that.
What if Hulk and Natasha did get together, like, but you know, Bruce Banner and Natasha got together, but like
halfway through
he gets angry. He gets too excited.
She'd die.
Oh my gosh! And then that would be the next Civil War. Avengers Civil War. Hulk and Natasha. Avengers Marital War. That would be the next.
War.
Yeah, that's the next episode of the Avengers.
So we have a Will Smith movie. We have Megamind.
Oh yeah. I Am Legend, Megamind. What else
I Am
you got?
Legend, Megamind.
I love the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I mean,
Which one?
Absolutely.
All of them. I think Return of the King.
Return of the King. That's the right answer.
I like Fellowship too. I like all of them, really. I think Return of the King is just the best, especially visually. They
Yes.
really outdid themselves with the,
Yes.
Yeah.
the movie ness.
Director's cut or theatric?
Oh, director's cut all the way, dude.
Okay.
I love the,
100%.
the
Okay.
extended editions.
That was
are
a
always
test.
the best.
Yeah.
It's just
They're also
like
the
10
best if you're
times
trying to like land a lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
never.
You feel like, hey girl, are you in a Lord of the Rings? And she'll probably say yes. Like if she likes you, she'll be like, oh yeah, I like Lord of the Rings. But then the real test is like, okay, well then do you want to watch all of the extended editions with me all at once?
All at once.
And if she says
Oh.
yes, then that means she's so into you.
Who
She's
has
like,
the time
she's there.
for that?
Someone who loves you.
Couldn't be me. Anyways,
I've done it. I've watched them all in order.
I always fall
Director's
asleep.
cut.
I always fall asleep.
You have
Wow.
to plan. You have to start at like 8
in the
a.m.
morning.
oh my god.
and you have to like buy snacks and
It's
like
a
have
full-time
diapers
job.
on.
What?
What? You know, so
no
you know-
bathroom breaks.
You're sitting through it all. We can't stop. Won't stop.
No, yeah, I mean you got to zip through those pee breaks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jeez.
You got to. You got to hook up your junk pump.
Junk up your pump.
Junk up your pump.
Pump up your junk.
There's a previous episode. You had to be there, or
to
just
be there.
listen to it. You know.
I didn't listen to it.
Wow, that's
Ooh.
rude.
Wow.
No, I was just talking about how content is just like being pumped out and it's all crap.
Oh, okay.
Like there's so much content. And we were talking about a little bit before you got here, like the internet used to be fun.
yeah.
The internet used to be such a fun, like YouTube was so fun.
Yeah.
Like people would make content just to be idiots. And now it's like
Yeah.
every bit of content you make, you're like, can I monetize this?
For
How am I going to monetize?
And this video is sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh my God.
I use
Manscaped.
I
Do you?
I do
I
too.
do.
What do you think about it?
It's good.
I like it.
I wouldn't.
I've nicked myself a couple
nicked
times.
Oh, you've
There's
nicked.
safeguard technology. Don't believe it.
Yeah.
All the way.
It like
Ooh.
yeah. If you're not careful, you're like ooh.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll just stick with my setup then because it's like
Yeah.
90% good too. I've had like one nick. I've had one nick and it was a bad nick
Oh no.
because it was on the undercarriage. It wasn't even on the top.
No.
It was an undercarriage nick.
Oh
Ugh.
no.
Like got
Ugh.
caught between the teeth for like a second. Just for a second. Oh, I saw my life flash before my eyes.
No, I understand that.
I saw my childhood. Like I was like slow motion, like on the swings, like.
You saw your childhood and your future children all in one little basket.
So, Manscaped. Don't trust the safeguard technology all the way.
So Lord of the Rings.
The whole podcast is just be us trying to get through his movie list.
I keep seeing Star Wars, but I don't know if those are. I don't know.
Which
Like,
Star Wars?
The only correct
I
three
like The
answers are right in front of
Empire
you.
Strikes Back.
Yep.
Because the troll scene, the Yeti. In the
Oh, okay.
snow,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
That
yeah.
like scarred me as a child, but it's like also my favorite. So
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
And
It scarred Mark Hamill too.
Han Solo, good one. Han Solo slicing his alpaca thingy.
Oh
so
yeah,
they
that
can
was
sleep in it.
that was good.
Mm.
That was brutal.
disgusting.
That was brutal.
Did you know? Fun fact. You might already know this, but speaking of the Yeti scene with Luke Skywalker in the beginning of that movie, you know how he gets hit by the Yeti, like scratches his face?
Yeah.
And then for the rest of the movie, he has like scars.
Yeah.
That wasn't movie magic.
Whoa.
Oh, he
So-
got in like an accident, right?
He got in like a crazy car accident right before they started filming. And so his half of his face had to be like reconstructed. They had to like take skin from his ear to like remake his nose.
Whoa.
They had to like he had to go through serious surgery.
Ew.
So then they had to like add that scene in to account for the fact that he was going to be scarred for the whole movie.
Have you thought about getting that surgery?
Oh my. You need to take a little bit of ear and put it in some nose? What the heck? Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm sorry.
Get back on the couch. So
I love your nose.
speaking of how good you look.
Fifth movie.
See-
We are at 4.
Speaking of how good you look,
Fifth movie.
you have a
Fifth movie. What is your fifth movie?
Return of the Jedi.
That's
Just so we can move on to what Ryan's bringing up.
you don't want to talk about it? We don't have to talk about it. I was just briefly gonna.
okay.
You got a date tonight.
I do have a date tonight. I haven't. This is gonna be. I don't know how much I want to like disclose.
No, you don't. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You're in charge here. This is our
Okay.
podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not the guest.
I
You
want
don't
to
get
know
to decide. We get to
everything.
bully you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm sweating right now,
But yeah.
which isn't like unnormal for
No.
me.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I'm a sweaty boy. But like there's an extra little bit of sweat
Yeah.
currently. I haven't. This is embarrassing. I haven't been on like a serious date without alcohol in like 2 years. Like
Without
2+
alcohol?
years. Yeah.
You've been on serious dates with alcohol?
Well, like, okay. If you
I didn't know
on,
that.
If you go on a date with a girl and you go to like a brewery or like a bar or something like that,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot different experience than if you go with a girl to a coffee shop.
Okay.
That's true.
So would
There's a lot of
coffee
different
shop's a little
vibe.
more serious or what?
I would say so. I think breweries are a little bit more flirty.
I see.
I would say that. Too.
Yeah.
Not that I've been to one.
Let's. Yeah. What do you think, man? What do you think about him?
Especially some breweries have a lot of like yard games.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you got like that easy ice break.
Right.
Like, hey, you want to toss some of these beanbags in those holes over there?
So, yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm
Wait,
excited.
valid?
This girl, I know nothing about her.
Yeah, you're
Except
going
her
in
name.
just straight. Yeah.
Whoa.
I saw her at the gym.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, it's not like a blind date. He's like never. It's
No,
not
no,
like he's
yeah, I
never
know.
seen her before, but.
I complimented her on her earrings and glasses.
Oh, look at
And-
you,
and then
Romeo.
I got her name, and then I asked her if she wanted to get coffee.
Nice.
So there you go.
And then here we are.
So he's literally going on that date after this podcast.
Literally,
So she works at the gym.
she does work at the gym.
She works there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a gym girl.
What coffee shop are you going to? At 5 in the evening.
How much do I want to disclose?
You don't
here?
have to say you can keep your date location a secret. You keep your date.
appreciate
It's just
that, appreciate
that coffee shop just gets like a bunch of business all of a sudden. I heard about it on the Docs and Crocs podcast. Hey, while you're there, ask them if they want to sponsor. That'd be super sick.
Just like, yeah, I'll have this coffee. She'll have this coffee. And by the way, are you interested in sponsoring a episode of the Docs and Crocs podcast?
Hey, I'm here on a date, but also
But also, I got business on the brain. I got
So-
business on the mind.
about coffee shops.
Yep.
And late. Look at them. About late coffee shop dates. So my wife, I invited her to coffee. We went to the Daily Grind,
Wow, what a name.
and they were closing, so we had dinner. Like we had a coffee date that turned into a dinner date. Then they closed, kicked us out, and that turned into like let's sit in the car and listen to the radio.
Oh.
Hello.
And 6 months later, we were married. So
Better lock them doors and turn them lights down.
there
low.
was no sauciness. It was just we were just listening to Josh Garrels
Oh.
and
Who's-
talking.
Who's Josh Garrels?
Yeah, who's Josh Girls?
Neither of you know who Josh Garrels is.
No.
No.
Oh my! Neither of you have ever been in like an indie Christian community, huh?
No.
I was a very indie. I was an indie church boy back in the day.
Oh.
Oh.
Weird.
Josh Garrels is like an indie music guy. He makes like real relaxing like.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. He sounds cool. It's cool. No,
Okay.
go listen to him. Go check out
Okay.
Josh Garrels.
Check out
the
Josh
C in
Garrels.
between